Hi all, it's Barb coming to my craft studio. I'm here with a vlog today. I'm going to talk about my reading challenge for July and August because I don't think I ever filmed July. I read 12 books in July. I read Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Have to say, did not like the ending. Kind of glad they didn't finish the movies off. This Way Out by Tufawul Ahmed, and I probably butchered that. Sorry. I think this is one of my Amazon first read books. I'm not positive on that, but since I'm an Amazon Prime member, I can choose a book from, usually it's a selection of like 6 or 7, and you can choose one. Some months they let you choose 2. There's been a few times during Amazon Prime that they've let you select all of them, but it doesn't happen every year. The third book I read was The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dane. I think this one is being made into a movie. I want to say Apple Plus. I'm not positive on that. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This one fulfilled my decades reading challenge for the 1970s. Woman Last Seen in Her 30s by Camille Pagan. This was fulfilled the prompt for the lifetime of reading, character in their 50s. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I probably could have used this one for the 70s if I hadn't already had one, but I think that one's been commissioned as a limited series for Amazon Prime, if I remember right. Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Nig. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. It's just NG. Nig. I'm trying to think if that one is one that's been commissioned, but I'm not sure. This one was the Kaiman. All it had listed was illustrators and a translator, and I didn't write those down. It is actually a children's book, but I needed it for a prompt for one of my odd reading challenges. The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. Now, I've watched both the movie that was made and the series that was made for HBO. I much preferred the series. I didn't really care for the movie, but Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. This fulfilled my book voyage prompt for Australia or New Zealand. This one is a movie, a series on HBO. I think it has 2 seasons, if I remember correctly. I've been working my way through this series. This is it's the 6 Tudor Queens. This one was Anne Boleyn, A King's Obsession by Alison Weir. Sadly, my library in the Libby app has 1, 2, and 5, so I don't know how I'm going to read 3 and 4. And then Spellbound by Nora Roberts. This fulfilled the prompt for my Nora J.D. Robb group. I've got a little reading challenge going on. It fulfilled the novella prompt. It's just a short story. That's my, I didn't do any of my rainbow in July, which is why I didn't finish it in the summer. But I'm just going to continue with it until I finish it. August, I read 6 books. The Apology Project by Jeanette Escudero. I think that was one of my free first read books too. Nora Roberts' Red Lily. I'm trying to think if that fulfilled. Did I not do one in August? Let's try to take a look and see. What was it? I didn't write it down if I did. Yes, it fulfilled my prompt for the Nora J.D. Robb reading group, reading challenge for part of a series. This is actually the final book in the Garden trilogy. It also fulfilled the prompt for my Read the Rainbow Summer Reading Challenge for Red. This one, Julie and Romeo by Jeannie Ray. This fulfilled the prompt for the Lifetime of Reading character in their 60s. Daughters of Smoke and Fire by Ava Homa. This fulfilled the prompt for the Book Voyage reading challenge called for this book set in the Middle East. The Address by Fiona Davis. This fulfilled the prompt for the Decades set in the 1980s. It was actually set in the 1880s and the 1980s. You can kind of tell that by the cover that it was set in the past too. And then the final book I read in August was Anne of Green Gables. Sadly, I had never read this. I've always wanted to read the series and I've just gotten started on it. By L.M. Montgomery. This fulfilled the prompt for Read the Rainbow, the color green. Now, for the Read the Rainbow, I think it was set up so you could actually just read a cover that was a book with a cover that color, which if I'd done that, I probably would have finished. But I decided to incorporate the color name into the title, so I haven't finished yet. Now, I have one extra book done on here than what, because I did the yellow book this month. I've read that this month so far, but that's kind of where I'm at. And I just started the prompt for purple. And I have my book picked out for white already, so I'm hoping to finish that up this month, which means I won't be too far off. This is the Lifetime of Reading challenge. It's kind of done in a tray. And then this is the Decades one. I've been filling the books in as I do them. And then this is the Book Voyage one. Now I think I already have my September ones filled in for these because I've already filled in my September books. I've also been doing a few other challenges. Those ones I've just been writing in, so they're kind of messy. I'm not worrying about hitting every prompt on that. I just choose a book and then I go through and see if it fits any of the prompts. Now this Read the Rainbow, my Nora one, which I just have handwritten list, the Lifetime of Reading, the Decades, and the Book Voyage. Those ones I am looking for books that fulfill those prompts each month, and then anything else I will also use those in the other challenges. As you notice, I used a couple of those in 2 different challenges. I'm not worrying about unique books for each different challenge that I've kind of been participating in, but that's kind of what I've been doing reading wise. August was kind of a lighter month. July I read 12 and August I read 6, but yeah, it was a hectic month. I'm not sure how I'm doing this month, but it's been another hectic month trying to get everything organized, and I really want to try to finish the bulk of the organization by the end of October. I'd love to finish before October because I have a lot of Halloween decorations, but I I just want to mainly finish. Usually mid-November I put up my village. I want to be done by then. Though my village will go up in the TV room now, and that room is pretty much done other than getting other things hung on the wall. But I need to remat a few pictures, so that hasn't been done. I will try sometime just to go upstairs and kind of do a little video in the TV room and in hubby's man cave, which used to be my craft room, so you can just kind of see what we've been up to. Right now I temporarily put the curtains back up in here that are going to go in the TV room. I've got to hem them all, so it's going to be a while before I get to that. But and I need to order new curtains for down here. I think I'm going to order ones. I'm trying to decide if it's too much. I found some curtains in turquoise, about the color of the room, that I really like, and they're affordable. But I'm wondering, is that too much turquoise? Should they be a different color? I found a set that had turquoise and purple that I loved, but they were way too expensive. I thought about trying to make my own, but I'm thinking that's probably more expensive than, unless I could find the quilting fabric. And if I did that, I thought about doing like turquoise and purple, kind of piecing it together, like start out with like purple, go to turquoise, go back to the purple, but I'm not sure on that. I'll be honest, at one time I thought about, with the room, doing there's 3 windows in the sewing side, and there's 3 windows in the paper crafting side. I thought about doing a different color on each window, but I'm not sure how that would work. I thought about going like pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I'd have to drop one of those. Maybe drop the pink. Maybe go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I thought about doing that here on the shelves too, but I didn't end up doing it. These were actually the hardest part to paint. I kind of thought, I don't think so. But I did think about doing each like section, like the top section, do red, orange, yellow, green, and then purple. I thought about skipping the blue since the rest of the room is blue. But I could also do that with the curtains. But I don't know. What do you think about the curtains? All one color? Is doing the same color as the walls too much? Doing rainbow, a different color on each window, is that too much? I'm not sure. I like the ideal of it. I just don't know if I'd like the execution of it. But let me know what you think. What would you do for curtains in the room? What color or colors would you go? Or do you like the idea of the kind of like 2 colors, but staggered? Let me know. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.